Welcome to a fingernail fixer video. These nails have already had 2 layers of the Dazzle Dry base coat applied. To better get an application to last for that 2-week wear that you're looking for from your Dazzle Dry, it's really important that you keep the polish off your skin. Here are some tips for polish application that could help you keep it off your skin. One of them is when you pull it out of the bottle, kind of swirl your brush so that the wand doesn't have that extra polish that's going to drip down. 2 is after you've swirled the wand to bring it out the first time, when you go back in to dip it and get more on the brush, each time make sure you wipe down one side of the brush so that your dollop is just on one side of the brush. Because if you just dab at the tip of the brush, you're going to have all that polish coming down. Pardon me. You're going to have all that polish coming down from the back side of the brush. It's helpful to have a steady hand, which can mean balancing. If you're polishing in the salon, it can mean using balance point positioning. When you lay the brush down, wipe off some extra off the brush, seal the end of the nail, then set your brush down and wiggle it just a little to flare those curved hairs out, and then bring your brush forward. That creates your back edge so that you can come back and match the brush to that back edge to do the side and the other side and bring those forward. Having that back edge established allows you to get closer to the skin without actually touching the skin. Wipe off the extra, seal the edge, wiggle your brush a little, push it back to establish the back edge, then pull it forward, match it to establish the sides. If you need to, wipe some extra off your brush so that you can come in and clean up any excess that might be getting on the sides. If you get a little bit on the skin, a small brush with some acetone, a dotting tool, or an orange wood stick can be helpful for cleanup. It's much easier to clean it up while the polish is fresh than to wait until everything is dry. Your second layer of polish will smooth out the mistake, and the top coat will further smooth it out. If you have really short nails, you can actually come in and seal your nail from side to side at the tip, because this has such a nice flexible curved brush. Then come back and get a little more polish to go in and do your polish application. Kind of fan those curved hairs out. The beauty of the Dazzle Dry brush is that nice curvature so that it does fan out and give you that shape that you need to establish that beautiful back margin and stay away from the skin. When your first layer of color reaches a matte finish, you're ready for that second layer of color. And this is where you can smooth out any of your mistakes from the first layer. It's worth noting that you should apply the base coat as carefully as you would apply a color coat, because your first layer of color is actually going to follow your base coat. So if you're a little sloppy with the base coat, it doesn't matter how careful you are with your first color, it's going to follow that base coat. Something to note with our second layer color is we really can't lay the brush down and squiggle it back, because it would scrunch up the first layer color. So we're actually going to set our brush down and just gently pull it forward from the back of that first layer. And notice how it's really filling in that true depth of color in that first layer. giving us the full range of color. Kind of smoothing over the mistakes. If you missed any spots, this is where you can catch them. So you want to make sure you really look at the fingers from all the different angles to make sure that you caught any spots that you missed when you went the first go around. When your second layer of color is nice and matte, it's time to top coat. Make sure you also keep your top coat away from the skin as well as sealing the end. So we'll drop off the extra, seal the edge, set it down at the back, and give it a second for the top coat to drop over the back edge and then pull it forward. Because we want it sealing all those edges. And notice how it really smooths everything out and kind of erases your small mistakes. Isn't that the best? It erases your small mistakes. It makes everything shiny. Top coat brings the magic. With that other hand, got that 5-minute dry time. And hope that helps give you some ideas on how to keep it off your skin so that you get that full 2-week wear. Thanks for watching a fingernail fixer video. Bye.